Okay, so now I'm going to marinate the chicken. So I'm gonna do, I don't know how much chicken this was. I went to Costco and did the big packs of wings and I separated it out. And then I added I got a family pack of thighs and I just separated out a couple of thighs with the bone and skin in them. So I separated them out into 3 bags, 3 portions. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of olive oil to each bag just so that I can get the seasoning to stick. And yes, this is a clean sink. It has been bleached out. So for the first, I was doing lemon pepper. And so since this is the lemon pepper that does have sodium, I'm not gonna use too much. I'm not gonna be too heavy-handed with this. But then I'm gonna come back in with garlic powder. And then, see if I can get the top off. Nope, my own lemon pepper. And I'm gonna be very heavy-handed with this one. And so the order that I season this chicken in, I'm gonna season the lemon pepper first, then the one with sumac, then the one which is the regular barbecue, because I only like touching with one hand. And so I wanna make sure that as I'm mixing the chicken, when I mix it with the same hand, it's like a flavor profile that I don't mind getting on the next bag of chicken. Okay, next up, the sumac. I don't know how many spoons of these. I'm just gonna start with 3 spoonfuls and see how that looks. So I ended up adding 6 scoops of that, and that's how that looks. And then last is the barbecue. I know I'm gonna use a lot of this, so I'm not even gonna waste my time with a spoon because I know how I like my barbecue rub. And I'm gonna reserve a lot of this because I'm gonna make some barbecue sauce. All right, so it is the next day and we have got the grill lit. So I use a Weber kettle and I'm using a chimney start to start this grill. So I've got my coals. I always start with one pile on the side and then I use a chimney. And usually when you use a chimney, you're going to pile newspaper on the bottom, but my cousin didn't have any newspaper. So this is the chimney. So what I did was, using a little bit of ingenuity, I used a rolled up paper towel and I used some vegetable oil, rolled it on the bottom, rolled it up, lit both ends to get a fire going. So as you can see, the fire is rolling on both sides. That way it will burn through the bottom, and that way you'll have the whole thing burning. It'll burn all the way through in the middle. And then when those coals are white, you will dump them over the pile that I have on top. And then I'm going to get started. So I forgot to show that I put my coals down and then I put my chicken on indirect heat because I want my chicken smoked. So I'm going to let it smoke for a little while longer and I'm going to put it on the direct side to let the skin crisp up. And this is the lemon pepper chicken. Okay, so what I did was I ended up putting these wings on the hot side. As you can see, I still have the thighs on the hot side so that that skin can crisp up. And then I brushed it with a little bit of my buffalo sauce. And then I just took them off when they were ready. And now I'm going to do the ones with sumac. Ooh, look at this pretty ass chicken. All right, so I'm going to move the chicken over from the indirect side to the direct side, just so that I can crisp up the skin, and then I'm gonna put the barbecue chicken over on the direct side, and then I will have my last batch on. All right, so I'm just gonna move this chicken over to the hot side, just to let the skin crisp up a little bit. Just want to flip it. Just gonna get this done quickly. A little slow. And then sauce this side. And then I'm gonna put these 2 pieces of salmon down. So the salmon, I just did the barbecue rub that I made last night, and I used a little bit of mustard as a binder. So I'm really just gonna let this chicken sit for like 2 minutes so it doesn't burn. All right, I flipped the chicken just to let it caramelize a little more. Now I'm about to take it off the grill, and then once I take it off, I will move the salmon to the other side. Okay, so I swapped sides with the fish and the chicken, and then I just added more sauce because I wanted to double sauce my chicken, and now I'm about to take the chicken off. Okay, so my finished chicken, and one thing about me, I always probe my chicken with a meat thermometer because I don't fuck around with food poisoning. And the fish. And now we are good to go. So, food is all done, and that is gluten free, low sodium chicken and fish. My aunt's gonna do the side. Happy Labor Day and happy Karen Huger's release day to all that celebrate.